The Trinidad and Tobago Taxi Drivers Network is strongly against any regularization of PH taxis. President of the organization, Adrian Acosta, says they will fight any attempt by government to legalize private cars for hire. Browne-Campbell tells us more in this report.
The president of the Trinidad and Tobago Taxi Drivers Network, Adrian Acosta, is calling for taxi drivers across the country to prepare themselves for a fight. Speaking at a media conference in Claxton Bay on Tuesday, Mr. Acosta said the taxi drivers need to fight to uphold the nation's laws.
We are taking the opportunity today and all to call on drivers throughout the country of Trinidad and Tobago to put on their battle armor, right? Because we would not sit down as taxi drivers, allow the government to make any regulation pertaining to PH drivers. If a PH driver wants to be a taxi driver, there's already a process in place for them to do so.
Mr. Acosta said government is making a mistake by asking one person to speak on behalf of the industry.
So you are saying to the government, stop encouraging people to do the wrong thing and stop watering down the process to do what you're supposed to do and allow them to go through the process just as we have done. We are legitimate drivers and you are not speaking to us. You are doing things behind the doors and that we don't know about, right? This gentleman that they appointed, he knows nothing about the taxi industry. Absolutely nothing.
Mr. Acosta took the opportunity to make a number of recommendations to government. These included taxi drivers having a different colored number plate to make them more visible to potential passengers and giving all routes a number so that legitimate taxi drivers will have to stay within their area. Browne-Campbell, TTT News.
Last week, the Office of the Attorney General announced that a technological specialist was appointed to work towards developing legislation and policies for the PH taxi industry. This is in response to the call by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley to come up with a solution to deal with the PH industry after an increase in reports of females being abducted while traveling with PH vehicles.